What if I told you the difference between a missed shot and a perfect hit often comes down to just one small accessory? Yeah, your bipod. And not all bipods are created equal. Some are ultra-light but a bit shaky. Others are rock solid but feel like you're carrying a brick. So which one actually gives you the best balance? Stick around, because we're breaking down the 3 best rifle bipods, comparing them head-to-head, and picking an overall winner at the end. And remember, all the links are in the description. Number 3. Magpul MOE Bipod. Let's kick things off with number 3, Magpul MOE Bipod. This one is all about lightweight performance and simplicity. We're talking around 8 ounces, which makes it one of the lightest options here, perfect if you're hiking, hunting, or constantly on the move. The low-profile design keeps it sleek and snag-free, and mounting it is super easy thanks to the sling swivel stud system with that big ergonomic thumb wheel. In real use, deployment is fast and smooth, no buttons, no hassle, and the legs lock solidly at 90 degrees with adjustable height from 7 to 10 inches. Now here's the trade-off. Compared to the others, especially more premium bipods, it does have a bit of flex and lacks pan and tilt features. That means on uneven terrain or for long-range precision, you might feel limited. Added detail. Another thing worth mentioning is how this bipod performs during extended sessions. Because it's so lightweight, it doesn't fatigue your setup, even after hours of carrying your rifle. This makes it especially useful for spot and stock hunting, where every ounce matters. However, when shooting from harder surfaces like concrete benches, you may notice a slight bounce or vibration after each shot due to its polymer construction. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's something precision shooters will pick up on quickly. Also, the rubber feet provide decent grip on most surfaces, but they're not as aggressive as higher-end models. But compared to heavier, more rigid bipods, this one wins big on portability. So if you're a mobile hunter or a casual shooter, this is a super practical choice. But what do you think? Is lightweight more important than rock-solid stability? Let me know in the comments. Number 2. Magpul Rifle Bipod, Standard Model. Moving on to number 2, Magpul Rifle Bipod, Standard Model. And this is where things get more serious. Compared to the MOE version, this one steps up with better durability, more rigidity, and improved control. You still get that clean Magpul design, but now with stronger materials like aluminum and steel components, giving it a much more premium feel. It's a bit heavier, sure, but that extra weight translates into better stability and less wobble, especially when you're shooting at longer distances. The leg deployment is smooth, height adjustment is precise, and depending on the model, you can get pan and tilt capabilities, which is a huge advantage over the MOE. Added detail. One standout feature here is how customizable and adaptable this bipod feels in real-world scenarios. Whether you're shooting prone in uneven terrain or setting up on a bench, the ability to fine-tune your position with pan and tilt gives you a serious edge. The locking mechanisms are tight and reliable, meaning once you dial in your position, it stays locked without shifting under recoil. Another advantage is its compatibility with different mounting systems, including M-LOK and Picatinny, which adds flexibility depending on your rifle setup. Additionally, the overall build quality gives you confidence in harsh environments. Mud, dust, or rough handling won't easily affect its performance. Compared to number 3, this one clearly wins in stability and versatility, but you do sacrifice some portability. And when you compare it to our number 1 pick, it holds its ground in build quality, but starts to lose slightly in value for money. So this one is perfect if you want a balanced, high-performance bipod without going full budget or full premium. Number 1. CV Life Sling Stud Carbon Fiber Bipod. Now let's talk about number 1, CV Life Sling Stud Carbon Fiber Bipod. And this might surprise you. This is the budget king that actually punches above its weight. It comes in at around 8.8 ounces thanks to those carbon fiber legs, making it almost as light as the MOE, but with a slightly more rigid feel. Setup is quick with the classic spring-loaded legs, and you get 6 to 9 inches of adjustable height. It's simple, effective, and gets the job done for range shooting or basic hunting. Compared to both Magpul options, it lacks advanced features. No pan, no tilt, and not the same level of premium finish. But here's the thing, it costs way less. Added detail. What really makes this bipod stand out is how accessible it is for beginners or budget-conscious shooters. If you're just getting into shooting or building your first rifle setup, this is an easy entry point without sacrificing too much performance. The carbon fiber legs help reduce weight while still maintaining decent rigidity, which is impressive at this price point. However, under heavier recoil or frequent use, you may start to notice some wear in the joints and springs over time. It's not built for extreme abuse, but for occasional use, it holds up surprisingly well. Another thing to note is that while the deployment is fast, it's not as refined as premium models. There can be a bit of noise or snap when extending the legs, which might matter for stealth situations like hunting. Still, for the price, the performance is honestly impressive. It's more stable than you'd expect, easy to use, and perfect as a first bipod. But when you compare it directly to the Magpul standard bipod, it falls behind in precision and durability. Still, for value, it's hard to beat. Alright, so let's break it down quickly. If you want ultra lightweight and portability, go with the Magpul MOE. If you want premium stability and better control, the Magpul standard bipod is the clear upgrade. But if you're looking for the best bang for your buck, CV Life delivers surprising performance at a fraction of the price. Now the big question, which one wins overall? Taking everything into account, features, durability, stability, and value, the winner is the Magpul Rifle Bipod, standard model. It hits that perfect middle ground. It's stable enough for precision shooting, durable enough for tough conditions, and versatile enough for different setups. It's not the cheapest and not the lightest, but it's the most complete package.